Hey everybody, Economic Ninja here. Hope you're doing well. We're going to talk about lumber prices. It's so exciting. Isn't it fun to watch lumber prices go up and then go down? And now we're going right back up again. You know, I did a couple of videos. Actually, let me stop because maybe some of you have just started subscribing to the channel, and thanks again to the people that are subscribing, but you probably don't know the lumber story and the Economic Ninja. You see, back in the springtime, lumber started to explode in price, and I started doing some videos. And I said, don't worry, lumber's gonna crash. Lumber's coming back down. Don't worry about it. People were freaking out. They were running to Home Depot or Lowe's or Menards or any of the stores. Was Menards even did they sell lumber? Put it down. I don't even know. I just made up that name. They were running to the store and seeing that lumber was missing, and they were freaking out. They wanted to build homes, they wanted to build a deck, they wanted to build a fence. You know, they wanted to get back to normal. The economy was waking back up and they were freaking out. Well, along with not being able to get it, the price was exploding, all right? Now, I was talking about the futures market, and I did some videos explaining how that affects lumber prices. It's only one part of the equation. There's multiple things that can affect the lumber market, especially the price. I always say that word wrong. When you get to the store. So I got a lot of people jumped onto the channel, said they started following me around the lumber. Well, what was really interesting, I got tons and tons of views from those videos, but in November and December, I made two very special videos. If you go back and take a look at them, and I said, guys, lumber's about to explode again in price. It already started and it's gonna get worse. Now, I gave a few reasons, okay? But what I'm about to show you in a second is even better. It takes the cake. But one of the reasons was because of some flooding that was massive flooding that was happening up in Canada. And regardless where you are in the world, I want you to start learning from this situation, the lumber story in America or North America, because it can happen anywhere in any kind of commodity worldwide. And I believe you're going to see other commodities in the future, and we'll start doing some videos about that pretty soon. So if you haven't subscribed, click the subscribe button, because we're going to start covering other commodities that I believe we're going to see into a massive price increase in the next coming year. So, okay, I got my notes. So this is fun. All right, lumber. It's the thing that we all build houses off of. So I figured, why not put my notes on it? So there's some big stories, and this was one of the stories that I brought to you guys in November, December, and nobody really paid attention to it, okay? Now, ironically, around the time of my first video in November that I started saying, get ready, lumber's gonna go up, lumber was sitting at about $800 per 1,000 board feet, okay, on the futures contract. So that was already pretty high because it had crashed down, and I didn't write it down on my notes. I should have. You know, when this whole thing started, lumber futures were at, and I'm just, oh man, totally guessing here. It was in like the 500 range, right? For 1,000 board feet. Random links, or whatever you call it. That's not what this is about. Point being is that it took off and exploded and peaked this last spring. And then it come crashing down in July. Now, the reason why I said it was coming crashing down was because, and I called it in July and August, was because I actually called it in the spring, said it was gonna happen in July and August, because people are going to care more about the cost of food and gas. And that is exactly what happened. Food started to explode in price. Gasoline started to explode in price. People really in the fall started to figure out, oh my gosh, what's going on here? Something's not right. And like I've been saying in many videos before, when inflation happens, it almost happens overnight. Now, when I mean overnight, I mean like in a matter of 6 months. To me, that's overnight. I am an investor, so I look at finding good value in things and then look at the big picture, the long term. Most speculators, or all speculators, when it comes to investing, they're looking at right now. I'm gonna put my money in today, and tomorrow I'm gonna make $1 million. Well, that's not always the case when you're successful. Actually, it's very seldomly the case. All right. I guess unless you're into cryptocurrencies. So, lumber. This came out of, this is a new thing, our leadership, let's say, or lack thereof in our country, has decided it would be a great idea, while home prices were at an all-time high, to go ahead and slap tariffs, extra tariffs on Canadian softwoods. Now, this Canadian softwood is this. As a matter of fact, is this one marked? I don't see a marking on this one. This came from old Canada. Thank you, guys. This is awesome wood, eh? So, the truth is when you least needed it, someone or a group of people somewhere in this country, up on a high hill, let's say, thought it would be a good time to double the tariffs for wood coming into America. Yeah, that's really brilliant. And so they raised it essentially doubled it from 9% to 17%. So pretty much doubling it. Now that's really cute. Now there's a story, and I'm going to link it below, as I think it's really important because they're blaming housing prices on this, on the cost of lumber. Now the facts are, a couple facts. A lumber package, and I have a little bit of ownership in a construction company. So for full disclosure, I do have a little bit of background. I've been flipping homes since year 2001. So I have a pretty good grasp on what it costs to build a home, what it costs to flip homes, remodel, all that stuff. Right now, a lumber package has gone up around $13,000 in price in the last year. Now, there's a lot of waves, right? Some people, some subscribers of mine, and please, if it's you, throw it down in the comment section, went ahead when I did my warning videos in November, they actually bought their entire lumber package for their home, and they saved literally 10,000, some person a couple tens of thousands of dollars. So congratulations, that is awesome, right? Now the facts are, it could have went the other direction, but I thought, hey, with these tariffs hitting and the weather turning this winter and supply chain bottlenecks gonna get even worse, I have a feeling lumber's gonna explode even more. But this just takes the cake, because right now you see the media blaming the housing prices on lumber. Now that's absolutely not true. Let me give you an example. First off, construction is a lagging indicator of a housing market, all right? The most construction always happens at the end of a real estate boom cycle. Just to let you know, because it takes a long time for contractors and construction company owners like myself to go, you know what, it's time to build houses. It's good. Everyone's making money now. And they don't realize they were just the 99% of the people that ran right into the building trying to make a quick buck, and then they're gonna have a hard time getting out, okay, with their shirt on. So construction is the lagging indicator. What we have right now is a massive, even though real estate inventory nationwide has increased dramatically since July, it still isn't enough to deal with demand. And part of the demand right now that's happening in real estate is because interest rates are going up, and it's causing some people to become very fearful, and they're diving into the real estate market because, quote, if I don't buy now, I may never be able to afford a house in the future, unquote. I've heard that many times recently, and I heard the exact same things in 2005 and 2006. So this is nothing new to me, because I was an investor and got out by mid-2006. I'd liquidated all of our holdings in real estate. So I wanted to talk to you about the lumber thing, and if you think about it, right now, so when the first video, the warning video that I put out in November, lumber was $800. The futures was around $800 for 1,000 board feet. Now we're sitting at $1,329 for the same futures contract. This is awesome. And I got to be honest with you, I think it's going to get worse. Now, you say that, Ninja, how can you say that smiling? It's because no matter what we want to do, I'd love to build some houses right now, quite frankly. But I'm going to wait, because I think this is going to choke out more of the real estate market. It's going to be one more reason why real estate's going to explode in price. Ironically, Mrs. Ninja now wants to buy another house, and I'm like, can we just wait? But, you know, emotions run high during these times. And I heard Mrs. Ninja say the same thing. If we don't hurry up, we're not going to be able to get the one we want. Yes, we all have the same problems. We all deal with it. I deal with it too. Emotion is the hardest thing to get over when it comes to investing, all right? And so I wanted to bring you this story because I think this is really exciting. Guys, I've linked the story below. Take a look at it. I think it's complete crap because I love the spin. Well, this is the reason why, you know, home prices are going up. No, the reason why home prices are going up is because people are scared. Worldwide, inventory is still at record lows. Oh, and this time, yeah, you have large hedge funds buying up everything and renting it back to you. Because in the end, guys, remember the plan. They say you will own nothing and like it. Well, guys, guess what? You're part of an Ninja Nation, and we're going to get around that. Why? Because we're not going to get into debt. We're going to own everything we have, and then we're going to take the land, and we're going to hashtag buy all their stuff. Guys, thank you so much for watching. The Economic Ninja is out.